Good luck.
Merhabalar arkadaşlar, hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Bugün Kanada'dan Red Deer College at Sterling College'ı ağırlıyoruz. Bu şöyle bir program. Sterling College, Vancouver'ın merkezinde olan bir college. Red Deer College ise Vancouver dışında çok iyi bir college. Siz Vancouver'ın merkezindeki Sterling College'da hem bu okulun programlarını alabilir hem de Red Deer College'ın programlarını alabiliyorsunuz. Böylece çifte diploma alabiliyorsunuz. İsterseniz tek diploma, isterseniz çift diploma alabiliyorsunuz. Human bugün bizimle. Kendisi bu program seçenekleriyle ilgili bilgilendirecek bizi. Sorularınıza yanıt verecek. Sunumunu yaparken questions bölümüne aklınıza takılan tüm soruları yazabilirsiniz. Sunum bittikten sonra Human tüm sorulara cevap veriyor olacak. Teşekkürler şimdiden. Hello, Human. Yes, stage is yours now. Thank you.
Thank you, Hasna. Hello, everyone. My name is Human. I am from Sterling College here in downtown Vancouver. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be introducing some new programs that we're offering in our public-private partnership with Red Deer College in the city of Red Deer, Alberta. So without further ado, I will begin my PowerPoints. Great. I hope everyone can see that okay. As mentioned, today I'm speaking about our public-private partnership. This partnership is with our brand Sterling College here in Vancouver, as you can see on the top of the screen, as well as with Red Deer College in Red Deer, Alberta. Now, I'll tell you guys a little bit about Red Deer College. Red Deer College is a public institution in the city of Red Deer in Alberta. They have been around for over 55 years. They're very well-established institutions. They offer more than 100 programs, and they educate over 7,500 students every year. So as you can see, they've been in Alberta for a long time, and they're a very well-established public institution. Now, the benefit of our public-private partnership is that students do not need to travel to Red Deer, Alberta to take these programs. They can come to Vancouver, British Columbia, and they can take the programs with us. They'll be able to attain dual credentials when they complete their studying at Sterling College. That means when they finish studying with us, they receive a diploma from Sterling College, and they receive an occupational diploma from Red Deer College in Red Deer, Alberta. This is a huge benefit because students that study our IT programs will receive a diploma after 2 years. And once complete, they'll receive an occupational diploma from Red Deer College as well. And students who study our nursing program will receive a postgraduate certificate from us and an occupational diploma from Red Deer College in Alberta. Here's one of the most important parts, and something we know as students you're looking for is the destination to study at. And you're able to take these high demand programs here in Vancouver, British Columbia at our downtown campus. So let's talk about the programs that we're offering within this partnership. We are offering 2 programs in the field of IT, Diploma in Software Development and a Diploma in Network Administration. Both of these IT diplomas are 2 years in length and 4 semesters in total. That means you study for 2 out of 3 semesters per year for a total of 4 semesters. Our third program is the Postgraduate Certificate in Healthcare Practice and Management. This program is also 2 years in length, but 6 semesters in total, which means you study 3 semesters per year for a total of 6. Now, we have chosen IT and nursing because these programs are in demand in the Canadian job market. That means when you study these programs and graduate successfully, when it comes time to look for employment, you have studied a field that is in demand in this Canada as well as in Vancouver. You can see from the diagrams that software development and registered nursing had the most job openings in 2020 in Canada. On the right-hand side, you can see that job openings for registered nurses have outpaced all other job openings in Canada since 2015. It was data like this that led us to understand that when students complete our program successfully, they will be graduating into fields that are high in demand, and they will have great opportunity to attain a job in the field that they studied in. Let's talk about the IT programs. The Diploma in Software Development is a program that allows students to earn a diploma with technical skills in software development that meet industry needs. That means we will teach you the skills that we know employers are looking for when they're making their hiring decisions. That way you have all the tools you need to be able to acquire a job when you graduate from these programs. The software development program is designed for students seeking to focus in one or more application domains, such as general application development, web development, games development, and mobile application development. So this program is very well rounded. It begins from the ground up and teaches you everything to advanced. Again, you're learning skills that we know employers look for when they make their hiring decisions. The total length of this program is 2 years. There are 2 semesters per year, fall and winter. Our next start date is September 13th, 2021. The following start date will be in January of 2022. Again, the program is completed in Vancouver, British Columbia at our downtown campus. The annual tuition fee for the software development program is $14,500, and the total cost for 2 years is $31,500. Next, our other IT diploma in network administration. This program gives students the knowledge and skills necessary for entry-level employment in the computer networking field. This IT qualifications gives graduates the opportunity to enter an industry where their skills are in demand. As I've mentioned, and we all witnessed over the last year and a half, we've gone through a pandemic. During this pandemic, our demand for healthcare and our demand for IT has increased substantially. That means individuals in network administration who handle the backend networking and the backend computing of all companies are very much more in demand. So students leaving this program learn everything from basic to advanced, and they learn the skills they need to have to be able to work as successful network administrators within a company. This program is also 2 years in length. It's 2 semesters per year, so September and January. And the location again is in Vancouver, British Columbia. The entire program is done in Vancouver, up and including your graduation. The annual tuition fee is $14,500, and the total program cost again is $31,500. So you can see these programs are priced very effectively and very budget friendly. Let's talk about the admission requirements. To get into either one of the IT programs, first you will complete our online school application. You can go to sterlingcollege.ca and complete the Sterling College online application. Next, you'll submit a copy of your passport and your English language proficiency. For these programs, we require an IELTS 6.0 with no band below 5.5. If you've done Duolingo, TOEFL, or other English proficiency exams, you can submit them for consideration. If you're participating in ILAC's University Pathway, it is a level 3.2. And if you've done previous education in the English language, you can submit your transcript as your English proficiency requirement. Finally, the educational requirement for the IT programs. Because these programs are built from the ground up, the only educational requirement necessary is proof of secondary education. That means high school graduation with a transcript. We won't be looking for any specific grades or courses, just that you have successfully completed high school. It also doesn't matter how long ago it was that you completed high school. As long as you've successfully completed it, you can qualify for this program. Finally, we will give you the RDC application form to complete, and as this time we have a full application. We review your documents and we approve your documents very quickly. In most cases, you'll receive the response to your application within 1 week. If approved, you'll receive your letter of offer, you'll receive your payment plan, and your invoice. The deposit amount for this program is only $1,400. It's a very low and affordable deposit amount, and it gives you, the student, an opportunity to find out if you're eligible to study in Canada. If your permit is denied, we will return your deposit, and we will only retain the application fee. The application fee is $300. You will receive your LOA once your deposit is paid. You can apply for your study permit, and you can join us for your classes here in September 2021. Next, let's talk about our nursing program. Postgraduate Certificate in Healthcare Practice and Management. This program prepares internationally educated nurses to integrate their prior education and take on management and leadership roles in the dynamic Canadian healthcare environment. Both theoretical knowledge and practical skills will be evaluated. This program is designed for international nurses who want to come to Canada and who would like to become Canadian nurses. This program will help them and guide them and give them the Canadian training they need and the assistance they need to move through the professional path of becoming a registered Canadian nurse. This program is 2 years in length. It is 3 semesters per year with 3 start dates in fall, which is September, winter, which will be in January, and our summer intake, which begins in May. Again, the entire program happens in downtown Vancouver, and the annual tuition fee is $13,500 for a total program cost of $27,900 for 2 years. The admission requirements for this program are similar. The first step, you need to complete our online application, submit your passport. The English proficiency requirement is IELTS 6.5 with no band below 6.0. If you're taking ILAC's University Pathway program, it is a level 3.3. And again, if you've taken Duolingo, TOEFL, or other examinations, we will consider those. And if your previous education has been in the English language, you can submit those transcripts as your English proficiency. Next, it's the educational and work experience background for this program. This program requires you to hold a bachelor's in science and nursing. You need to have a valid registered nursing license in your home country. You also need to have work experience as a registered nurse. We need a minimum of 1,125 hours in the last 4 years from your college application. Finally, we will present you with the RDC form to complete, and at this time we have a complete application. Your application will be reviewed, and once approved, you will meet with our program head for a one-on-one interview. In this assessment, the program head will go over your documents and make sure that the credentials meet the individual we're speaking with. And at the same time, you have an opportunity to ask the program head all of the questions you have about the program, as well as about the path of becoming a registered nurse in Canada. Once your interview is passed, we'll offer you the letter of offer, payment plan, and an invoice. The deposit amount is $1,400. We'll issue the LOA once the deposit amount is received. You'll be able to apply for your study permit application and join us in September to study this program. One of the major benefits of taking the Sterling College course compared to other programs in nursing in Canada is that our program assists the candidate to move through the professional path of becoming a registered nurse as they go through our program. As you can see on the screen, the program runs in the same direction as the professional path. And as you move through the various stages and examinations, we will also be teaching you the correct material you need to successfully pass those exams. There'll be exam preps. And of course, the program is taught by veteran international nurses who have walked this path before and are here now to assist future international nurses do it successfully. It is also very important to know that even though you're studying in Vancouver, you can become a registered nurse anywhere in Canada, and we can help you do that. During the program, you can identify which province you'd like to work in the future, and we will assist you to be able to complete this program and become a registered nurse in that province. And finally, with all of the programs that I've spoken about today, because they are duly accredited programs, once you graduate, you receive certification and transcript from Sterling College, and you also receive certification and transcript from Red Deer College. Red Deer College is a public institution, and candidates who graduate this program successfully will have eligibility to apply for a postgraduate work permit for up to 3 years using their credentials from Red Deer College. This is my contact information and our websites for the schools and other schools that I represent, including Tourism College here in Vancouver. You're welcome to visit the websites where you can find more information about the programs and online applications. You can email me at human@sterlingcollege.ca, and there's my contact number and name as well. With that, I'm going to end this presentation, and we can open up for questions.
Yes, we have a few questions in questions box, Rumen. If
Okay.
you can start with bottom, it would be better because when new questions comes, it's shown on the top.
Understood. Okay, so the first question from Zateye, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce any names. It says, do these 2-year programs offer a 3-year work permit after graduation? So as I mentioned, yes, the programs are duly accredited. Because you receive credentials from a public institution, you're able to use your transcript and your occupational diploma to apply for your PGWP eligibility, and it will be up to 3 years. Next question, when we study at RDC's own campus or Sterling College for same program, do we pay same tuition fee? That's correct. The tuition fees are the same whether you study here at Sterling College or you go to Red Deer in Alberta and you study at their campus there. The benefit is that there's no dual credential there. So if you take the program at their school, you'll just receive credentials from RDC and you will need to live in Red Deer, Alberta. However, the benefit of taking the program for the same cost is that you can live in Vancouver, British Columbia. You can take the same program and receive 2 different diplomas, as well as the 2 years that you spend studying. You're in Vancouver, which is an international hotspot for international students, as well as the businesses and the local communities here that exist. Well, first of all, there will be a community for your own country here because there's a huge multicultural community in Vancouver, as well as the businesses here in Vancouver. They're used to hiring international students. So when you're looking for a part-time job, when you graduate and you're looking for a full-time job, you're going to have much more chance at success when you're in a city like Vancouver because of the vast size and, again, the multiculturalism that exists here. Next, does it matter GPA for application for 2-year diploma programs? We need a successful graduation. So if you can show that to us on your transcript, we won't be looking at any specific courses or grade point averages. Is application fee refundable? the application fee is non-refundable, and that goes across the board for all Canadian institutions. However, we do things a little bit different here. When you complete the online application, you're not paying your application fee right then. You're actually submitting your documents, you're getting it reviewed by us, and you're getting feedback before you actually pay your application fee. In fact, your application fee is paid within your deposit payment. So, we give you all the opportunity to make sure the program is right for you before you pay your application fee, and it is non-refundable. However, if your study permit is denied, the remainder of your deposit payment is refundable. Next question, can international students work in Canada after finishing healthcare program? If you finish the program successfully, you have eligibility to apply for postgraduate work permit. If they give you the postgraduate work permit, you're eligible to work in Canada. If you've successfully completed the registered nursing professional path as you complete our program, then yes, you will be able to work as a registered nurse when you receive your postgraduate work permit. How can I get citizenship when finish my school? I am studying Arabic teacher at university. A question like that is better asked from an immigration consultant or an immigration lawyer who can give you more information about how you can become a Canadian citizen. I have almost 15 years of experience in software. Is there a way to shorten the duration of the education by examination or some other way? I do not have a BS degree. I have an incomplete civil engineering degree from Merkezindeki University, dropout with associate degree. The programs in IT start from the ground up. You don't necessarily have to have a background in IT. In this case, since you do have a background in IT, that's going to be an asset for you when you graduate the program, when you're looking for employment. It's going to put you ahead compared to other graduates because you already have experience in the industry. As for the program becoming shorter for you, we encourage you to complete the online application and submit the transcript and credentials you hold, and we will definitely look into see if there are any eligibility for credit transfers. Or all lessons will be taught online? Well, since the pandemic began last year, we moved all of our programs to online learning. Students and instructors have very much enjoyed taking these programs, and they've had great results from taking these programs. Now, in British Columbia, in Vancouver specifically, we're seeing the numbers for COVID decline rapidly. A lot of our citizens here have been vaccinated. And so the local government is estimating that schools can return to normal procedure for the fall semester. For these programs, the fall semester is the first term coming up. And so what that means is students are going to be in class as they were before for regular classes, and the entire program is in person here in Vancouver. Now, if you apply for September, if your study permit is not approved by the time classes start and you can't physically be here, we will accommodate you and we will offer you online classes until your permit is approved and you can safely come to Canada. Are there graduate and scholarship opportunities for nursing undergraduate students working as civil servants? So we often have scholarships. I encourage you to apply for our program. And once you're working with your application processor, they will inform you if there are any scholarships available for your start date and your program. And you will be awarded them. Our scholarships generally do not exceed $1,000 to $2,000 over the 2-year program. But when they are available, we will definitely extend them out to students. The best way to find out is apply online. And with your application, you can find out if there are any scholarship opportunities available to you. What are the acceptance requirements for Sterling College Online? I'm not sure what you mean by Sterling College Online, but Sterling College in general, the admission requirements are different for each program. So for the programs that I've spoken about, for the IT programs, you need to have a high school graduation. You need to have IELTS 6.0, and you need to complete our submission process successfully. If you hold those credentials and complete the process successfully, you can be accepted. For the nursing program I spoke about, you need to do the same process. You need to have an IELTS 6.5. You need to have a bachelor in nursing, in science for nursing. You need to have a valid registered nursing license, and you need to have nursing experience, about 8 months of full-time nursing, so 1,125 hours. If you have these credentials, you can get accepted for those programs. Now, we do have other programs at Sterling College, and you're welcome to visit our website at sterlingcollege.ca, and you'll be able to see a full list of our programs and their admission requirements. Is there any application deadline, or is it a rolling admission? We generally allow students to apply until classes are full. So if you're interested in the program, I encourage you to apply right away. Give yourself the opportunity and reserve your spot. As I mentioned, we don't charge the application fee up front. You only pay the application fee when you've made your decision to pay your deposit. So I encourage everyone who's interested to log online, start your application, send in your documents for review, and give yourself the opportunity to start the program in September. We currently have room, but because we are a private institution, we have very small classes. There's only about 30 students in a class, so that means classes can fill up fast. And once they're full, there won't be any more room. So again, I encourage everyone, if you're thinking about these programs, to apply right away. Now, are there any questions that I have missed?
There's a new question.
Okay.
From Malik.
All right. I am a graduate from the nursing program, and I have been working as a nurse in Turkey Health Ministry. Can I get scholarship with postgraduate? If yes, what are the instructions? So there's no specific scholarships given based on your previous education or your work experience. Our scholarships are general. So there's a pool of scholarships that will be released to those who have applied. So again, I encourage you to apply, give yourself that opportunity to reserve your seat, learn if there's any scholarship eligibility for you. And if there is, you'll be granted the scholarship. We have a very fair scholarship system. And so if you are seriously considering these programs, go ahead and apply, get your credentials reviewed, and find out what scholarship, if any, you are eligible for. And you can see anything from $1,000 to $2,000 reduction if you're granted a scholarship. So I have another question here. How many intakes exist? It's different. For the nursing, there's 3 intakes a year. Our next intake is in the fall for September, and then January, and then again in May. So 3 times a year for the nursing program. For the IT program, there's only 2 semesters per year. So you have 2 opportunities that will be in September as well as in January. Also for the IT program, since you don't have classes during spring and summer, you're off for 4 months during that program. It's a great opportunity to work full-time. Is there a question here that we missed? Is it possible to start education online for now and continue at the campus? Are we still eligible to work in Canada with this way? Yes, you can start online if your permit's not approved. Once your permit's approved, you can come to Canada and continue the program. As long as you take 50% of the program in Canada, you're eligible for your to receive the credentials as well as your eligibility. I have joined the stream late, so may I ask, is the program you have mentioned about for high school or university? So these are college programs.
Thank you, Human. You covered all questions. There were many questions. We will have some more time. Maybe some new questions may come. Can I ask a question? How is the COVID situation in Vancouver? Is there any restriction or not? I think it's different than Toronto, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. On the West Coast, we've been having better results with our COVID procedures. And so as a school, of course, we've been inviting international students to study with us since last October when the government opened up the borders for international students. But being part of ILAC's higher education family, our students have access to all of the ILAC's accommodations. So that's everything from getting picked up from the airport to housing accommodations, to social events, and the list goes on. So in our province, in our city, our COVID cases are down to 300 per day, which is very low, the lowest we've seen actually since the pandemic started. Our local government has issued a news bulletin this week also informing us of the reduction in the already reduced restrictions that we have. So we have very minimum restrictions right now because our numbers are so low, and those restrictions are set to disappear this summer, and they've told us that we should expect to be back to normal come this fall. So again, as I mentioned, in September, most if not all schools will be in person as everything should be back in normal. Now at our campus, we have made some changes. In our classroom, you'll find that all of our desks are single person desks and they are socially distanced. So students can be rest assured that they're coming to a safe environment. We have safety protocols at our door where students are able to check in every morning. We make sure that everyone's temperatures are checked before entering the building. And like I mentioned, we have safe procedures within the classroom to make sure everybody is safe while we're studying together. So you can be sure that coming to the West Coast, we're going to have great weather leaving this summer, and that's also going to assist in reducing our numbers continuously.
Thank you. And it looks all questions are covered. I have typed your email address to chat box because somebody can copy and ask you some more questions. By the way, we have one more question.
Sure. What are the housing options at Sterling College? So as I mentioned, Sterling College is part of ILAC's higher education. ILAC is the biggest language provider here in Canada, and a trusted name in education. And ILAC's accommodation provides housing to students. So any type of housing you like. So if you want to be in homestay with a Canadian family, if you'd like to be in a roommate apartment, they can make all of those happen for you at very affordable rates. So once you applied with our program, we'll set you up with our housing coordinators who then can assist you with locating and securing the accommodation, making it a very seamless and easy process to come to Canada and study with us. So to find the detailed knowledge about the nursing postgraduate program in the last question there by Malik, just log on to our website, sterlingcollege.ca. There you can find programs and find our postgraduate certificate in healthcare practice and management. There you'll find all the program details. You'll also find the curriculum of the program so you can see everything that's covered there as well. And then if you have any further questions, of course, you can always email myself. Can you also inform us about the living expenses in Vancouver? Thank you. So the living expenses can vary. It really depends on your personal preferences. But, you can find accommodations in the outer cities away from downtown, which things can become much more affordable. And our school is very centrally located. So all of the public transportation comes by our school, which means if you rent your housing outside of downtown, outside of Vancouver, you're still able to get to school safely, on time, and very affordable. So the housing expense, it can vary from anywhere from $700 a month all the way up to however much you want to spend. For food, again, it depends on your preferences. If you're someone who can make food at home, your cost is going to be fairly low, a few $100s a month. But if you're someone who likes to eat out all the time, then perhaps the cost of your food will be more expensive. But it's important to understand that while you're studying any of these programs, programs, you're eligible to work 20 hours per week. So that means that you can hold a part-time job while you study the program. Being in Vancouver, there's a lot of job opportunities for international students because employers hire international students here in Vancouver. So you have a good opportunity to earn Canadian dollars here to be able to take care of your living expenses.
Yes, all questions are covered. Arkadaşlar yavaş yavaş webinarı bitireceğiz. Eğer sorularınız varsa, başka sorularınız, questions'a yazmaya devam edebilirsiniz. Veya daha sonra iletişime geçmek isterseniz eğer, ben chat bölümüne Human'ın e-mail adresini yazdım. Burada human@tourismcollege.com şeklinde. Oradan alabilirsiniz ve sorularınızı yine kendisine yöneltebilirsiniz. Human, thank you so much for your great presentation. It was a great pleasure to host you at IEFT Talks. Before finishing, would you like to add some things?
Sure. Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you, everyone, for joining me, listening, and of course, thank everyone who asked questions. That was amazing. I love seeing everyone's feedback. It just tells me that you guys were listening, which is awesome. If you have any further questions, feel free to email me and get in touch. human@sterlingcollege.ca. That's HOOMAN @sterlingcollege.ca. Again, pleasure to be here. Thank you so much, Hesna.
By the way, if it is different than the email that I typed to chat box, if you would like to use another one, please feel free to type.
That's fine. Yep, that one's okay too. So I work for 2 different schools here, all in the same campus, all part of ILAC's higher education. So Tourism College is one of our schools, as well as Sterling College. So either email, you'll get in touch with me. But you know what? I will put the email for these programs in there as well. There it is for the record. Fantastic. And again, guys, I encourage everyone who's interested in these programs to get online, submit your application, get your credentials reviewed. The deposit amount for these programs is very low, so you can find out for a very low deposit if you're eligible to study in Canada. So I, again, encourage everyone, don't wait, get online, apply for these programs, and I hope to speak with every single one of you later.
Thank you, Human. Hope to see you again at IEFT Talks. And let me thank to also participants in Turkish. Katıldığınız için hepinize teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. Yarın da saat 4'te ve 6'da webinarlarımız devam edecek. Onlara da bekleriz. Thank you again, Human. See you.
Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.